Hey everybody, Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video, and today is Monday, which means it's Mail Monday. This is the day we go over all the cool pickups we got from eBay, Strawberries Music, the local record store, pawn shops, thrift stores, etc, etc. Let me know down below what you guys picked up for your collections. It's been a pretty hectic week for me collecting-wise, kind of all over the place today. We've got some really cool Simpsons items to show you. We got some magazines. We got some video games. So let's get into it. First off, one thing, a lot of the stuff I collected from work over the past week or so. This is something that I'm very excited. This is issue 97 of Famous Monsters from Filmland. For those who don't know, this is a magazine. Magazines were sold at little places called newsstands back in the day. So I've always been a fan of just like thumbing through these magazines or looking at like old, scans of them. Just because I was, too young. This is from 1973. And the fact that it's in great condition is wonderful. We had a whole bunch of these at work a long time ago, probably like a year after I started. And this one was just kind of left behind, and unfortunately, so I ended up scooping that up. Next up, we are going into the bag because we do have some cool random items. We've got a audiobook of Artie Lang. Unfortunately, Artie Lang is not doing too good right now. This is Artie Lang, Too Fat to Fish, of Howard Stern radio fame. Just like audiobooks every once in a while if I go on a long trip, or the data on my phone isn't so hot right now, I don't want to go over, or my phone died, pop an audiobook in, because it's pretty close to podcasts. Going into some more video game items, we do have a lot to go through. We're going to go to the table to hit some of them up, but we do have two boxes I did want to show off. These are just boxes and or manuals. We've got the RF switch for the Nintendo 64. As you can see, there's a pretty big, extensive Nintendo 64 collection behind me. For those who don't know, I did collect the N64 for about 5 years or so. Stopped maybe about a year and a half ago. Ended up completing all of the games. Loose cart. Sold off some to get my pup, my boy. And now the market's going crazy, so I'm like, ugh. But love my dog. Wouldn't trade him for the world. And then a box and manual for Blitz 2001. Pretty clean copy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, how does the alphabet work? Blitz. I have now all 4 Blitz games that came out on the system complete in box. So that is wonderful. We do have some more things I did want to show off, but I did want to show them at the table. And we do that by giving ourselves a good old flip on over to the table where we got our boy, Bernie. Just touching our hearts there. So we've got a giant, we had a giant PS2 collection at work that was traded in. And if I had to guess, we're looking at probably close to like 100 games. Not even exaggerating. A lot of games are traded in. A lot of commons, a lot of uncommons, and some heavy hitters. Def Jam Fight for New York was in there. I can't even remember the rest of them, but there was a lot of solid games. So I did pick up a couple from my collection. Left some behind, or left most behind, but wanted to grab these just because these were some that I've been looking for to play, and some that I probably won't find for a little bit. But right off the bat, we have Ultimate Codes, Kingdom Hearts, and Final Fantasy X. Found this at a Salvation Army. Grabbed this for $1. You can use that on your PS2, 100% unofficial. Gotta mention that. Unofficial. Gotta mention that. And then we've got our PS2 stack. We've got Family Guy, the video game. I remember my brother renting this, and I really wanted to play it. Never got around to playing it, but it did look like Futurama and some of the Simpsons games. We've got 2 games that kind of angered me as a child. We have The Getaway, and then we have Black Monday, the second Getaway game. For those who haven't played this game, the Schoolyard Buzz basically was saying that this is a British GTA, but you had to follow the rules. Like if you drove on the sidewalk, cops are coming after you. If you were spotted by a police officer, cops are coming after you. So it was really difficult, and I remember the driving was a little Yeesh. Little difficult, a little clunky. And I wanted to pick this game up because the copy that I have is still sealed, so I'm not going to open that. And then I've never played Black Monday, so I'm going to give that one a whirl sometime soon. We've got 2 Rockstar games. All these games are pretty much complete in box and mint. We've got Bully, one of my favorite games renting back in the day. I remember I think I got my teeth pulled, or I was sick from school or something like that, and I was able to rent a game for the week. And I rented Bully and never looked back, everybody. Manhunt 2. This one's getting very difficult to find now. Another Rockstar game. Not as good as the first one, from what I understand, but still a great copy. We've got a copy of Siren, a survival horror game. I haven't played this one, but I've heard pretty good things about this one. Can't wait to try this one out. And then a game I used to play when I was a kid.
Step on the gas. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes.
It's a game I used to play when I was a kid. Parappa the Rappa 2 for the PS2. For those who don't know, this is a rhythm-based rapping game. Basically, you just do little... there's like a timeline of like rapping, and you just pretty much hit the button cues, and then you could do like weird combos and stuff like that to like enhance your score. When the first game came out, I was like, dude, that's the greatest game ever. And my brother's like, well, too bad we don't have a PlayStation 1. Super bummed. And then when we got a PS2, I rented the first copy of Parappa the Rappa. But for some reason, I was awful at it, and I couldn't get it, and I was frustrated. But I just loved the art style. I loved how, interesting it was. And, this has become like an uncommon game over the past few years. And it's been sought after. So... that one's going in my collection. Now to get on to some awesome Simpsons stuff, we have some candles. These are from work. We bought these I can't remember. These were just in the back room. We have Wilton 5 Simpsons candles. I love like weird Simpsons stuff. And this is definitely something that's very strange that's still in package. Looks like Marge is the Bride of Frankenstein with that white, like the wick looks like a piece of white hair. Very, very cool. Always loved weird Simpsons stuff. And speaking of weird Simpsons stuff, we're going to be doing a live reaction. This is a really cool unboxing. No TimmyBreaks unboxings. I'll still leave his link in the description down below. But this is from a private pin collecting group. On Instagram. And basically what they do is every month or so, they release a pin pack, and it has a theme to it. It could be Pets of Springfield, the bad guys of Springfield, school, like all the things about the school, and all of the pins and items that you'd get within that package have to do with, the school, the pets, etc. And one of my favorite episodes was on the docket for a pin pack. And I've never put in my credit card information so fast to get this. This is Bart versus Australia. So I'm very excited to actually see what these pins and items look like. Super excited. And we are going to pull out the first item, which feels like a patch. It's a patch. Oh, I already know what this is. That is great. We have the Australian flag. Kicking someone right in the caboose. Right in the caboose. This is very, very cool. Definitely gonna have to put this on one of my jackets. That is cool. It looks like this one's a sticker. We've got Knifey Spoony. Very cool. For those who haven't seen it, I guess I'll give a TLDR of the episode. Bart prank phone calls a little boy named Tobias. And unfortunately, he thought it was an emergency, and he had to, keep the phone on the hook. And Bart racks up a crazy phone bill, and a gentleman basically talks to his prime minister to get Bart to apologize to the Australians. And the family goes to Australia to apologize, and Bart ends up supposing his punishment is to get a boot to the fanny, which is a tradition in Australia. that the episode says. And Bart ends up, going to the area where he's about to get his butt kicked, and then he pulls his pants down and it says USA, or I forget, I haven't seen it in a while. But then they end up like fleeing from Australia. So that was pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. This is a big bag. Ooh. Okay, alright, hold on. Let's do this like this. Let's do it like this. Because there's some information in here from the secret club.
Shut up.
For the group. I'll show off the pen. No, I won't show off the pen. You guys can check out some of my later videos, and you'll see the pin on my jacket. How about that? So we have the boy. Let's get a quick little... There we go. Tobias. Answering the phone call. That's great. And these pins are a super good quality. I've ordered a handful of mystery packs. And I've loved every single one of these. I'm going to pull this out over here, because this shows what items are in here. And then we've got the marsupials, the kangaroos. They tried to get away, and their pouches were a little slimy. This is a very, very cool pin. I can only imagine how difficult it is to make interesting items for, one episode. Usually it's very, not generic, but like, it's usually, with pets, you can find, Chub Chub, Santa's Little Helper, Snowball, maybe Laddie. I'm just throwing, I can just throw out a handful of things. And then there's probably like a couple obscure ones. But when it's one episode, it's difficult to like kind of pick and choose what things. And these are awesome. And we've got Foster's in a big can. He thought it'd be bigger. This is great. I love this. I'd like a cup of tea. It is. So that is pretty cool. And that's the end of that. So thank you so much,
Mr. Black,
for providing me this awesome mystery pack. Unfortunately, I can't give them a proper shout out, but definitely check around. There's some really cool people making some great art out there, especially if you're a Simpsons fan. So thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. We just hit over 125 subs on this channel, which is awesome. If you're a card collector or Pokemon collector, be on the lookout for my display case video or showcase video or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be doing that in the near future because we reached the 125 subscriber goal. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys picked up this week. And if you are a Simpsons pin collector, let me know and like sound off what kind of cool Simpsons stuff you've got. I love just awesome Simpsons stuff. You might have seen some of my videos. I've got like random Simpsons t-shirts. Definitely love the current Simpsons crowd out there. So let me know down below what you guys picked up, and if you're a Simpsons fan, also sound off, because that's pretty rad too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
$900 dues? Tobias!